Hey, my digital family, how we doing today? My name is Glenn, and I'm coming to you live from Oakville, Ontario. Um, Welcome to the Shake Shift. It's a little late on Monday. Um, I work overnights. I slept during the day, so I'm a little late with the video today. I apologize. Um, Today we're going to talk about my new journey and a lot of people's journeys. Um, Becoming an entrepreneur. So some of the reasons that people become entrepreneurs are the flexibility of time, not having their boss, not having a boss to answer to, not have time constraints, things like that. We'll get into that. So a couple of reasons for me. It was a 9 to 5 lifestyle. I wasn't into it. To be honest, I've never really worked a 9 to 5 job. I'm more of a 12-hour guy. Worked a couple of shifts, doing the 3 to 11s, moving boxes. I'm a box mover, labor, stuff like that. But I wanted more out of life. So I don't know. I guess there's a lot of hype around the flexibility of the entrepreneurship, and if you get into this lifestyle, it's kind of like there's a mystique that it's a quick fix. It's an easy thing. It's not. You're going to work long and hard, but eventually, it'll pay off, just like everything else does. But the flexibility for your time is there eventually. You don't have a set schedule. You don't have set rules you got to follow. No dress code, which is great for me. The lifestyle, there's much more flexibility for vacationing. I've noticed that a lot of my friends that aren't in the business of or being an entrepreneur, they complain about, I get only a week of vacation a year or 2 weeks, depending on how long you've been with the company or whatnot. That kind of sucks. Myself, I've never been on vacation. So this is one of my reasons why I became an entrepreneur. I'll work hard for the next 2-3 years. I'll work my butt off, but it'll pay off in the end. I'll have the flexibility and the time available to me to maybe go vacation. Maybe I'll be able to work from my vacation spot. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see here. There's entrepreneurs also have a huge passion for learning. Learning should never stop. Doesn't matter what age you are. Once you reach a certain age, everybody thinks that, you stop learning, you're wise. People say you're wise beyond your years. Well, what does that really mean? Learning should never stop. And that's why I found it. And for me, I like to learn about new stuff. So being an entrepreneur gives me that outlet, learning about different things that I can, do to allot my time to. Being an entrepreneur should always be about learning. If you're a person who enjoys learning and that you can never know enough, I'm kind of like that. I wasn't before, but it's just recently kicked in, and maybe it's because I'm sick of the corporate world. But if you've identified, maybe if you're into that learning thing, you've probably identified maybe one major thing that can push you to be an entrepreneur, because you never stop learning in this field. Sorry. My shake. As an entrepreneur, your ideas are mostly, not mostly, but somewhat off the wall, unconventional, we'll say. It takes to be an entrepreneur. It takes a little bit of imagination, creativity, and a little bit of craziness probably. If you look at the Wright brothers, Look at the Wright brothers, the guys who invented the plane, flying machines. Come on now. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, personal computers. People thought they were nuts. You know what I mean? But look at them. Everybody knows who they are now, right? And entrepreneurs usually want to do things. They want to make change in the world, not only in their lives, but the world in general. If they can do one thing, an entrepreneur thinks that, you can do more. Always do more. Always learn more. Goes back to the learning curve. You can learn more, do more, always be on top of things, and always change. This goes back to my other point. Entrepreneurs think they can want to change the world. Again, it goes back to the inventors, the Wright brothers, Thomas Edison, all those guys. People thought they were nuts, but then they changed the world. You know what I mean? Light bulb, cars, planes, personal computers. Look at what we're doing now. Laptops, smartphones, things like that. It's insane. Oh, yeah. To finish this off, I just want to talk about a nice quote, a wicked quote, actually. This is what being an entrepreneur means to me. It's really good. I am hitting 40 this year, so my work experience has been very limited. So the becoming an entrepreneur opens that up. Not only am I I'm venturing into one aspect of entrepreneurship, but I'm looking at multiple streams of like income or multiple streams of education. I'm learning things that I never really thought I'd learn or that I want to learn, but it's very educational. It opens up your eyes. Entrepreneurship is a phenomenal idea. I'm still very new into this thing, but it's so awesome. The lifestyle I have now, I'm working hard, but it's new stuff, so it's not like it's dry or dull. And I love the fact that I'm meeting new people from across the world. I got friends in Italy now. I got friends in the States. The digital family that I have now is phenomenal. It's amazing. I don't know how else to explain it. Mark Twain. Okay, here's the quote. I'm going to stop rambling. The quote is, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than the things you did. So throw off the bowelness, sail away from the harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. That's awesome. Wicked. I think that's like a mantra for entrepreneurship, man. You go out, you find what's yours, you find new stuff, and you find what's good for you, and you take it away, and you do what you can, and you do what you want to do. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm running on 8 minutes here, but I appreciate that. If this is informative for you, that's awesome. Like, share, comment. If you're watching the recording, just comment recording. And I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll be back tomorrow.